Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Kimberley from Yoga East+West, and I will be guiding you through a mini vinyasa flow, leading you towards the pose of Garudasana. Garuda, which means eagle, and asana, which means pose. So we will warm up for this pose today. Let's get ready. Let's begin by warming up the shoulders. Take the arms out to the side, spread your fingers, roll the shoulders down your back. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up high, start to find some length through the sideways, look up. Exhale, prayer comes all the way down through your center. See if you can push into your hands to make a little action through your chest. And now interlace your fingers, inhale, reach the arms forward. And stay here for the exhale. Shoulders slide down the back. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up high. And exhale, bend your elbows, lift your chest and lean back. So starting to lift through the heart, leaning back. Deep breath here. On the exhale, see if you can bring your right elbow underneath your left elbow, almost like you're making a V shape here. And now you have some options here. You can either bring your hands to your shoulders, or if you have the availability, hands together. This is the eagle arms, yeah? So we're focusing on the upper body. See if you can start to slide your elbows away from your body. Take your hands towards the sky, push your palms together, but at the same time, slide your shoulders down and back. So staying here, feeling this action in your body. Inhale, lift your elbows to the sky, lean back. And exhale, round in. So rounding through your back flexion of the spine. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, lift up, starting to open up through your shoulders. And exhale, we move with breath. Elbows come in. Gently release, hands out to your side. So we'll do that again. Other side. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up, moving with your breath. Exhale, prayer comes all the way down. Nicely press into your hands. Interlace your fingers, reach the arms forward, and stay here for the exhale. Shoulders down the back, navel in and up. Find length in your spine. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, bend the elbows as we come back to this cactus shape. So lifting through your chest, lean back, inhale. This time, exhale, we switch to the other side. Left elbow underneath your right. It's coming into a V shape here. And then we have that option. So checking in, seeing how are your shoulders today. Yeah, so placing hands to your shoulders. This may be enough for you here. Pulling your elbows away, the same action as what we would do if you're wrapping your arms. So option to wrap your arms, palms together. Like ropes here, we're drawing the elbows away from each other. Inhale, lift the elbows up, lean back. And exhale, round in. One more like that. Inhale, lift the elbows to the sky, lean all the way back. And exhale, round in. Elbows come in, round through the back. And gently release. Let's find our way to our hands and knees, coming to tabletop position. So coming into tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure you have your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees, and your knees are hip distance apart. We'll begin to tuck the toes and move through some cat-cow. So bring the belly down to the ground. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, look up. We're starting to open up through the spine. Exhale, chin comes in, round through the upper back, navel in and up, cat pose. Belly comes down. Let's do two more like that. Moving with your breath. Come forward, cow. Exhale, chin to chest, round in. Really push into the earth. Feel the movement and the opening in your spine. Last one like that. Inhale, come forward. So widen your sit bones, roll your shoulders back, look up. And exhale, chin to chest, round in, push into the earth. Come back into a flat back here. Walk the hands slightly a little further forward here. Tuck your toes, lift your hips and find a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, spread the fingers wide. This is a great foundational pose that we come back to again and again in a vinyasa practice.
And let's take the right leg to the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog. Nice and slowly, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step the right foot forward. Bring your left knee down. So we call this a low lunge pose. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. And exhale, we'll stay here. So in this low lunge, we'll come back to the eagle arm so you can start to really feel it in your shoulders. So right arm underneath your left. Remember your options. Elbows meet each other. Hands can come to your shoulders and really focusing on moving the elbows away, creating a little space in the front of the body. Option to bring your hands as you come into the eagle arms. Now you can either stay right here, or if you like to follow along, inhale, lift your elbows to the sky, lean all the way back. On the exhale, slowly start to lean forward as you begin to straighten your front leg and fold down, coming into a half Hanumanasana pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. Let's do that one more time. So we bend the front knee, bring your hips down, take the Garuda arms all the way up and back, lean back. Exhale, straighten the front leg as you begin to fold. Inhale, come back, release your hands, bring your left hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up. Let's take the right arm to the sky. So opening up through the chest, reach your right arm to the sky, deep breath in. On the breath out, right hand down, let's step back to a high plank pose. Take a deep breath here. On the breath out, knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Inhale, glide forward, Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Exhale, come back and down, tuck your toes, back to downward facing dog. So let's come to the other side. We're warming up our body, left leg to the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog, keep the left hip closed. Exhale, slowly, knee to your nose, step the left foot forward, right knee comes down. Inhale, find low lunge, Anjaneyasana pose. Exhale, we'll stay right here. So we're starting to open up through the right hip flexor and coming back to the eagle arms. So option, left arm underneath the right arm, hands onto your shoulders, or coming all the way back into your eagle arms. Finding the variation that suits you. And then either staying here or inhale, lift your elbows to the sky, lean back. Exhale, come all the way forward. So we're already starting to play with finding balance. Left toes to the sky, left leg is straight. One more like that, bend the front knee, bring your hips down, inhale, lift all the way up and back. And exhale, come forward. So starting to find a little more focus here. Inhale, come all the way forward, release your hands, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Remember, option, you can lift your back knee up. So tuck the back toes if you're going there. Lift the back knee up. We open up through the chest, the shoulders, reach up high, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. Straight away, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, stay here. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Finding a little more strength, inhale. And exhale, fold all the way down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, flatten the back, engage through your core. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees to the earth, cross through your feet, and we'll come into eagle pose on our back. So before we come into the standing variation of this pose, let's also explore eagle on the back. This can be a much easier way for you to access, and this is an amazing variation to also start activating your core. One of my favorite asanas to do. So we'll begin by taking the right leg over the left. Okay, so the legs are hugging in, we're squeezing the legs in. Some of you might want to keep the right foot free. Some of you may play, if the availability is there, to bring the right foot all the way behind your left ankle. Right arm underneath your left elbow. Remember, you can either grab a hold of the shoulders like we did, or you can wrap your hands. Here we are on the back, we're finding our midline, we're squeezing everything in, thighs are squeezing in, elbows are moving away from the chest, and then we inhale, lift our head and shoulders, bring the elbows to the knees, and we exhale, pull everything away. We'll do 5 more like that. Eagle crunches. Inhale, bring everything in. Exhale, move everything away. Finding your breath. Inhale, squeezing in. Seeing what this movement feels like on your back. Exhale, move it away. 2 more like that. Inhale, bring in. Exhale, move away. 1 more. Inhale, squeeze in, and exhale, release. As you release, unwind the hands, unwind the legs, and we'll come straight to the other side. So let the left leg wrap on top of the right. Remember, the foot can be free, or if you like, left foot behind the right. Find your arm, so whichever thigh is on top, that arm is underneath. So left arm underneath the right. Find your shoulder variation. Once you have everything, inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, we curl in and we crunch. Inhale, extend the arms forward and back. Feel the eagle pose on your back. Exhale, we curl in. Notice what's happening to your hips as you inhale. And exhale, curl in. Thighs are squeezing in. Inhale, pulling the arms away as you pull the knees forward. Exhale, round in. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale. Finding your breath, curl in, exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, curl in. Gently release the hands, bring the hands down, relax your head down, feet down, see if you can touch the back of your heels, and then inhale, lift your hips, come into Setu Bandhasana. So this can feel really nice to release through the front hip flexors. It can be quite a lot of pressure on your hips in the eagle pose. And it's just a nice way to stretch and open through your abdomen. Take a deep breath in, lift the hips a little higher, and exhale, release. Lower the hips. Bring your knees into your chest as you start to roll forward and back, forward and back. Rolling all the way up into a seat, cross your feet, bring your hands down, step back to a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg all the way back to the sky, reach up high, knee to your nose, step the right foot forward. This time, inhale, lift the arms to the sky. So high crescent pose here. High crescent pose, front knee is bent, square your hips, draw energy through the back heel. Inhale, reach the arms up high, exhale to stay here. So we're gonna start to move towards our pose, eagle pose. To get there, bring the weight to your right foot. Inhale. And exhale, step the left foot to the top of the mat. That's a big transition. So I'm back into chair pose. I'm going to turn to face you here. So coming back into chair pose, you can either have your feet side by side or feet hip width apart. Bend your knees, sink down. So foundation is key when setting up for eagle pose. We start with the legs, so you can take the arms forward. We'll start with the legs, take the right leg all the way up and over, squeezing your knees together. So see if you can find a place where you have your left knee behind your right knee, line your knees up, and then maybe the right foot comes like a little kickstand to the outside of your left ankle. If you have a little more availability in your ankles, in your hamstrings, you can double wrap your right foot all the way behind your left ankle. Wherever you are, we're squeezing inner thighs in, coming back to your arms, and then option, right arm underneath the left, hands towards your shoulders, and pause here. Pause in here. So we are focusing on balance. If you like, you can release your hands and come into the full expression of the pose. Working on balance, working on concentration and focus, building strength in our ankles, in our joints, strengthening through our thighs, strengthening through our shoulders. Stay here, 1 more breath. Gently release, slowly unwind, come back. So ground yourself here in Tadasana. It can feel like a lot of energy from that restriction. Once we release, feeling this flood of energy and oxygen moving through the body. So make sure you ground yourself, and then we will move to the other side. To get there, we'll move through a flow. Take the arms to the sky, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, bow to the earth, hinge from the hips. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step back to a high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, either knees, chest, and chin, or lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, take your hips high, downward facing dog. So we're getting ready for the other side. Left leg to the sky, inhale. And exhale, left foot forward. Keep the back knee up. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, we're in high crescent pose. So bending through the front knee, reaching your arms to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, soften your shoulders, already starting to find your focus here. Bring the weight to your left foot as you step the right foot forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. So we'll come back to facing you. Come back to facing you. And we'll move to the other side. So hands can reach forward. Sink the hips like you are in a chair pose. Weight to your heels. And now this time the left leg comes all the way up and over as you sink your hips. Remembering the foot can be on the outer ankle. The foot, if it's available, can be all the way around the back of your ankle. Squeezing everything in. And then left arm underneath your right. Finding your dristi. In yoga we talk about dristi. And your gaze is slightly in front of you. See if you can move your elbows away. Shoulders down the back, shoulders all the way away from the ears. Finding your center, finding your focus, feeling the energy of this pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale, and exhale, release slowly. Unwind, come back to Tadasana. Thank you for joining me in the exploration of Eagle Pose. Namaste.